Yo, what up? This is MK Fresh. Welcome to the Hunting for Kicks unboxing in association with Puma Select. They actually saw what we've been doing online and they kind of like, yo, they came through to the party. This is for the culture. This is for everybody that's in love with shoes and silhouettes. And today we're gonna be reviewing one of the franchise silhouettes called the RS standing for running system, and in the late 80s they dropped a couple of the shoes called the RS 350 and the RS 100, and they later on dropped the RS computerized sort of shoe, which was the very innovative at that time because it was the shoe that you could link to your computer that will tell you how many kilometers you actually ran and stuff like that. So it was basically way ahead of its time in terms of technology. So this RS franchise is really innovative technology, which in the 80s was like an extra cushioning on the shoe, and it gave it like really like a more of a comfortability and a feel. So in 2018, they're coming through with the retros called the RS Zero. Bit of the history of the RS running system silhouette that Puma dropped, but in 2018 they're dropping this RS Zero silhouette, which is really crazy. The padding on it is really elevated and is revamped, and is it's actually adopted now as part of the franchise of the running system family from Puma. But on this one they collaborated with the company called Sega. Everybody that knows Sega knows Nintendo. Those were two rivalry companies for TV games at that time. Nintendo had this game called Mario Brothers. Sega had this game called Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Which was both sort of like a competition at that time in the 90s. I remember the games vividly because we used to play them via primary in the early 90s. There would be like one TV game in the whole neighborhood, and all the people would be like, you know, overcrowded in one house just to play these games. So this is really nostalgic to me. It's nostalgic to the gaming culture from back in those days. So on that serious note, I'm gonna have to take out my shades just to go through my history, you feel me? Gotta drink some water for that too. What strikes me about the box, first of all, the box is based on one level, which is the Green Hill zone on the game. You can see the character, Sonic himself, the blue character with the red shoes. Apparently this character was based on, the eyes was based on Mickey Mouse, and the shoes was based on Michael Jackson's shoes. I don't know how true is that, but it's something that we read online, and I feel like is one of the dopest insight about the game. Obviously it's a pack. It's based on the hero and the villain. The villain is called Dr. Eggman. The shoe is called the RS Zero, Dr. Eggman, and the other one is called the RS Zero Sonic. Let's take out the shoes and check and go through them. But before, one thing I like about the unwrapping is paper. You know, you gotta have paper inside the shoe, and it's gotta be elevated. It gotta be like that feel of paper that you wanna touch. So Puma came with it with that premium paper and all over print, obviously Sonic the Hedgehog and Puma logo all over it. MK likes unwrapping shoes, that's what they always say. Or this is the Dr. Eggman, the shoe itself. Okay, let me put this aside. And then we got the Sonic character in blue coming out there. Super excited. T-Man says I say super excited 20 times, but in this case, I'm really super excited. I'm gonna start with the Dr. Eggman, which is the villain on the game. One thing I like about the shoe is the painted leather on it. Red just comes through striking, and obviously based on the character on the game. The character wears a red sort of like coat with crazy gold buttons that goes around the joint. I like the fact that they use the patent leather, which is very nostalgic for the early 2000 when Bape was really taking over. They were using a lot of the leather, the painted leather, and they just struck me with that. But apparently the painted leather reflects the flashy sort of character that Dr. Eggs really brings on the game. They also put the metallic gold rings on the laces, which represents the credits that you get as you go through the game. The outsole is blue. Obviously, you know, they're villains, so that the blue might be representing that the contrast between the villain and the hero at the bottom. That's one thing that I like between the shoe. The other shoe with the hero, the upper, is that textured suede on it, very fairy, which represent obviously the character. The character is blue with a bit of fairy hair. As I said, he's got the red shoe, so the bottom of the shoe as well, the outer sole might represent his shoes as well. You know what I mean? This is the RS0. This will be dope for the summer. You can get it at Puma Select or any Shelf Life store from Cape Town to Joburg. Yeah, we out here doing it big, unboxing, MK Fresh. We live, baby. Peace, peace, peace.